Coach, Franz was big for you all night, but that put back with about 30 seconds left, how much does that exemplify what he's all about?
He's about winning. We've said this from the beginning of the year. He's one of the most competitive guys I've been around, and add to the basketball IQ on top of that. That's what makes him special.
Your group's defense over that second to last possession, first to force them into the timeout, and then the contest by Kevon Harris. Just how good did you, and what did you like about that defensive sequence?
That we got to stop. I think they honed in onto what we talked about in the timeout, knew where the ball was going. Each guy took on the challenge for guarding their man, as well as trying to finish the possession out with the rebound, defending without fouling, obviously, and making them take a tough contested two.
We talked about Paolo's free throws before the game, but to step in and hit those clutch shots late, and even the other night against the Clippers in overtime to hit those, what does it say about him as a rookie to be able to step in those clutch moments and come through for his team?
That he's continuing to put that work in. He's in the gym early. He's taking his time shooting with our shooting coaches. Our guys do a great job with him and helping him slow the game down, see the things that he needs to do. But he's also not afraid of big moments.
Jamahl, how important was that play for you guys where Mo Wagner takes that charge towards the end? It seemed like he was getting to that play multiple times.
He got there. And, you talk about being able to protect the paint. It happens in multiple ways. And, taking charges is one of them. They had 70 points in the paint the first time we played them, having 40 tonight. So being able to step in, take charges, coming over on the weak side early, being able to protect the rim. This is what we're asking our guys to continue to do.
Coach, congrats on the win tonight. A week ago, you played the same team, and you didn't get the results that you wanted, but tonight, different results, one that I think you would rather have. What does that say about the evolution of the group, that you're improving against the same team, and it shows in the results?
Well, we say it a ton. There's growth in wins, and there's growth in losses. Obviously that loss that we had up there, we learned from it, we grew from it, we took the things that we needed to do in order to come out and get this one. But again, we have this team again Sunday, so there's going to be adjustments needed to be made. But we'll enjoy this one for tonight and then move on.
Franz, obviously this is a strong defensive team that you guys were going against. For you guys to shoot the way that you did tonight, how big was that? And what were you really doing offensively that you felt worked so well?
What do we shoot? 10 for 26? Or you mean just in general? Yeah. I think this game shows that it works what the coaches are telling us. They're telling us to get to the paint, then make decisions from there. Toronto's really good at collapsing to the paint and defending that room. So that second and third action is when you get baskets at the rim most of the time. So I think it's just a credit to how we moved the basketball around and, let everybody touch it throughout a possession.
Paolo, we talked to Coach, and he said that, you hit those free throws there at the end. You had the free throws in overtime the other night. He says you're a guy that wants those moments with the game on the line. When in those situations, just how comfortable are you, with the ball in your hands, game on the line?
I would say I'm, real comfortable. I think it's just my teammates believing in me, and we all trust each other in those moments. We trusted Markelle with that last shot, and Franz got the rebound and put it back, and then we trust each other on that defensive possession. At the end, me and Markelle, the plan wasn't really to switch, but we ended up switching, me on Van Vliet, him on Siakam. So I think just it's the trust that we have within the team, within the locker room, and I don't mind stepping up and hitting those free throws.
This could be for either of you. I understand that there's been a bit of a rough stretch before the LA win and tonight. How does it feel to get back-to-back wins in the home crowd? Both of you having extremely clutch plays, really getting the crowd going. Does that play a part in you guys building a lot of camaraderie as a young team?
Yeah, for sure. I think even in the games that we struggled, I think we feel that the crowd is into it and that they believe in us. And I think nights like this, is when they see that we work hard, try our best out there, and that we're going somewhere.
You did an excellent job attacking the rim, even against Nick Nurse coach team, where they really like to focus in on one player. what did you really see from that defense that they were giving to you that led to you getting all those opportunities in the paint?
I think to start the game, I think I got a couple drives off the second and third action when defense had to move a little bit, and then I saw the ball go in and had a couple free throws early, and then after that I think a couple came in transition, and then and pick and roll through the flow of the game where I think it's hard for defenses to key in on one player, and yeah, I think that's something I continue to do to play within the flow in the offense and not chase shots.
Franz, kind of following up on that, just how much easier is it to kind of play within that flow, that you have, guys like Markelle, guys like Colbeck in the lineup with you?
Yeah, it's it makes it a lot easier when you have guys that know how to play, when to make what decision, and we have so many guys that can handle the ball and make decisions with the ball that I think that's really when we can reach our potential when all those guys can make decisions.
Franz, we just talked to Coach, and he called you one of the most competitive people he's ever been around. Where does that come from?
Probably from being the little brother. Yeah, getting losing a lot of one-on-one games out on the playground, and all types of games as a kid, and then I think early on I always hated losing, so I guess it comes from that.
Paolo, we talked a little bit about this a couple days ago, but you and Markelle, it seems like you guys are kind of just starting to click, just understand one another. Just what's helped that? What's helped, I guess, the evolution of that two-man game, in such a short period of time with you two?
I think it's just, me and Kale just coming together and, with the rest of us, and, realizing the pace he plays at, the pace we want to play at, and just how much better we look when we're playing at that pace, sharing the ball, and everyone's, touching it. I think, Markelle's unselfish. All of us are unselfish. So we know that, when someone else has the ball, there's a great chance it can get back to you, and someone can make a play. And when you know that, you don't mind passing it to, Markelle or Franz or whoever, because they're going to make the right decision. And, Kel is a great point guard, and he's, always trusted with the ball.
Franz had a big night for you guys all night, but that putback bucket, just how big was that, and how much does it exemplify what he's all about?
It's huge. I think that's probably one of his biggest rebounds in his career. But, again, I think it just shows how versatile and how our mindset is to do whatever we need to do to win the game. And, again, you've seen a guy tonight in Franz that showed you a variety of ways to score the basketball, but doing it in the flow of the offense, nothing was forced. Just playing his game and believing in the work he put in. So, again, a big-time rebound, big-time putback, and that's what Franz does, man. He's a big-time player, man, and it's just exciting to be out there with him and continue to see him grow.
What did you really like about your defensive effort as a group over that second-to-last possession, first to force them to call the timeout and then get the contest on the second shot?
I think the biggest thing is we competed. That's first, and we stayed disciplined to the game plan. We didn't foul, and we ended up getting a stop and a big rebound, which was, huge for us. So, again, when it comes down to those moments, it's all about, relying on each other, having each other's back, and doing whatever we need to do to get a stop, and we did that tonight.
Markelle, it seemed like, especially in the early first quarter, the ball was moving at a pace, maybe some of the best ball movement you guys have had in the game this season. Just what do you attribute that to?
I think it's just, again, we continue to learn each other. The way we're trying to play is like that. And that's something that I think we're all starting to realize, especially with me trying to push the pace every time I'm out there. I think guys are starting to realize, that's the way our team can play. We're young, athletic, and we want to make everybody, a threat. So I think we did a great job of that tonight, and we've been doing it over the last few games. I just think that, tonight you actually seen, results of making shots and getting the shots that we wanted. So, again, it's something that we got to continue to build on. I still think we had a few too many turnovers, but again, it's all about just trying to get a little bit better each and every day, and I think we did that today.
Markelle, you had 3 of 3 from three-point land today. Actually, the second game in your career where you had over 2 3-point makes. Are we going to see more of that lately out of you coming ahead, especially into Sunday's game?
Yeah, this is something that I'm doing every game. I'm just going to continue to be aggressive, take what the defense gives me. I put in a lot of work on all of my game, not just my three-point shot, but again, I think my teammates, again, believe in me and see the work that I'm putting in, and we're just moving the ball and we're taking the shots that we have. So again, every time that I have an open opportunity to shoot the basketball from three, mid-range, whatever, I'm going to step in with confidence and knock it down. I think you're just seeing a product of the work that I'm putting in, and again, my teammates trusting me.
Markelle, you've been back now for a handful of games. How is your body doing health-wise with the rigor of the NBA schedule? And do you think that there's another step to your game to add a little bit more rhythm that we should see in the next couple games?
Absolutely. I think this is my 6th game, something like that. But I do feel good, but I still think I still got to get my legs under me. So I'm still going through those bumps and bruises of just getting back into playing these amounts of minutes and competing. But I do feel good. I'm doing the proper recovery that I need to do every day to take care of my body. And I do think there's a whole nother level to reach. Again, I'm going to continue to learn my teammates. They're going to continue to learn me. I'm going to continue to get my wind under me and be able to play at the same pace I'm playing the whole game. And I'm really excited about that. So, again, just trying to continue to build every day, and the results will come.
Markelle, over the last few games, it really seems like you and Paolo have just a strong understanding of one another's game. Just what's helped help you guys fast track that understanding or that knowledge of one another?
I think communication is the biggest one, but also just being able to be on the court and learn through our mistakes and the good things that we're doing. Again, Paolo's a very mature hooper. He knows how to play the game of basketball. I think I'm one of the same. So, again, it's very quick to learn a guy like that's game who can also create for himself so easily. It's more so just trying to get him in the ball in a spot where he can be effective. But, again, I think this is just something that's going to continue to grow with everybody, not just me and Pete, but you're going to continue to see the chemistry build on both ends of the floor, and that's when we continue to take off.